Hello, dear Super Family. This is Super Chat with Misters 2024. I'm Ivan, and tonight I'm joined by our next group of Mr. Supranational 2024 candidates. Let's welcome them together. Mr. Supranational Cote d'Ivoire,
Hello.
Mr. Supranational Greece,
Hello.
Mr. Supranational Haiti,
Hello.
Mr. Supranational Indonesia,
Hello.
Mr. Supranational Philippines.
Hi.
Before our candidates will introduce themselves, let me remind you that you can help your favorite candidate advance to the next round of Mr. Supranational 2024 experience by voting for them in our app. Check out the description box below this video and vote for your favorites. Would also appreciate if you subscribe to Miss and Mr. Official YouTube channel and give this video a like. Gentlemen, if you're ready, let's start with your introductions. Junior, Mr. Supranational Cote d'Ivoire, happy to see you on Super Chat. Thanks for joining today. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Alors, je suis Firmin Junior Yapi. Je suis le Mister Supranational Côte d'Ivoire 2024. Et à côté de cette grosse responsabilité de Mister Supranational Côte d'Ivoire, je suis également responsable communication dans une entreprise audiovisuelle et communication. Alors, à côté de cela, j'aime beaucoup la natation, j'aime également le social. Voilà.
So, my name is Firmin Yapi Junior, Mr. Supranational Côte d'Ivoire, and I'm really happy to be here with you. And beside this, I'm working as a community manager to in enterprises, and I like swimming and I like sport too.
Okay, great. Thanks, Junior, for your short introduction and happy to welcome you to the Super Family. Mr. Supranational Greece, Nikos, happy to meet you and thanks for joining us tonight. Can you please introduce yourself?
Ονομάζομαι Νικόλαος Κολιογιάννης και είμαι από την πόλη της Άρτας.
My name is Nikolaos Koliogiannis. I was born and raised in Arta.
Η Άρτα βρίσκεται στη βορειοδυτική Ελλάδα.
Arta is at northwest Greece.
Αγαπώ τα θαλάσσια σπορ, όπως και τα σπορ στο βουνό.
I love water sports, but also mountain skiing in winter.
Τον ελεύθερό μου χρόνο μου αρέσει να συμμετέχω σε δράσεις που γίνονται από πολιτιστικούς συλλόγους.
In my free time, I like to participate in cultural club activities in the area where I live.
Thank you, Nikos. Great to meet you and welcome to the Super Family. Mr. Supranational Haiti, happy to meet you and welcome you to the Super Family. Can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. This is Abdias Augustin. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you guys, and I'm excited for Mr. Supranational this year. I'm Abdias Augustin, and I was Mr. Global 80 2023. I was in Thailand representing Haiti. So one more time, guys, I'm gonna represent Haiti and Poland, and I'm very excited. I'm a pianist, a professional singer, and I'm a professional model too. I've been modeling for 4 years, like doing Fashion Week, doing LA Fashion Week, doing New York Fashion Week, Fort Lauderdale Fashion Week, and now I'm EMT student, emergency medical technician, and I'm a social person. I love helping people. Even I have some defect as a human. I love perfection. So this is me. This is Abdias Augustin.
Happy to meet you, Abdes, and welcome to the Super Family. Thanks for the introduction. Mr. Supranational Indonesia, Nathaniel, happy to meet you. Welcome to the Super Family, and thanks for joining us tonight in this Super Chat episode. Can you please introduce yourself briefly?
Okay, happy to meet you too, Ivan. So, hi, Ivan, and all of Supra fans out there. I'm Nathaniel Christopher, proudly representing Indonesia in Mr. Supranational 2024. And to share a little bit about me, I'm a student majoring in business and management, where in my spare time, I'm actively developing my business in art and gifting industry with my little sister. And we name it Big Pose, in which we sell custom illustration for special occasion. So other than that, I'm also a content creator in social media and a part-time model. And I also consider myself as someone who are really passionate in youth empowerment, which lead me into creating my initiative called Bold Youth Rising, where I aspire to inspire youth in making positive change and impact through healthy lifestyles. So I think that's my short introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Happy to meet you. Mr. Supranational Philippines, Brandon, happy to meet you. Welcome to the Super family, and thanks for joining us tonight in this Super Chat episode. Our audience is waiting for your brief introduction.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you guys and awesome to be here. My name is Brandon Espiritu. I am originally from the beautiful island of Guam. I am currently living here in my homeland, the Philippines. I am an investor and entrepreneur, and I've also been modeling and acting for about 7 years now.
Great meeting you, Brandon, and welcome to the Super family. Thank you for your introductions. It was great to get to know you better. Now it's time to moving on. Next up, you will have to answer personal questions based on the facts we've learned from your biographies. Mr. Supranational Cote d'Ivoire Jr., here's your personal question. If you could take someone to any place in your country that you feel proud of, where would you take them and why?
Alors, pour une personne que j'aime, que je souhaiterais faire visiter ma belle nation, la Côte d'Ivoire, je ne dirais pas qu'il y a un endroit spécifique, mais partout en Côte d'Ivoire, il y a de beaux endroits. Donc, je lui ferai visiter toute la Côte d'Ivoire entière, parce que la Côte d'Ivoire est riche en diversité culturelle, en gastronomie. On a tellement de belles choses ici, partout. Donc, je lui ferai visiter toute la Côte d'Ivoire.
So I will really like to take this person to the entire country of Cote d'Ivoire, because we have a lot of cultures things in Cote d'Ivoire. We have beaches, we have so many cultures. We have also like many things in Cote d'Ivoire that is a cultural African thought. There's many things in Cote d'Ivoire that I can show him, that there's no specific things, no
The whole
specific things in
country.
Cote d'Ivoire that I can show him, but in entire country I can show him entire country.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to come visit you someday. Thanks, Junior. Mr. Supranational Greece Nikos, here's your personal question. What is the thing you love most about being a teacher, about being an educator?
Είμαι πολύ τυχερός που κάνω το όνειρό μου πραγματικότητα και την αγάπη μου εργασία.
I feel very lucky because I make my love my profession.
Εργάζομαι πάνω σε παιδιά στην πιο όμορφη και αγνή τους ηλικία.
I work with children at the most pure and innocent age.
Πολλές φορές διδάσκω στα παιδιά, αλλά με διδάσκουν και τα ίδια τα παιδιά.
I have to admit that many times during the lesson, while I'm teaching, at the same time, I'm being taught by the children through their innocence and selfness.
Thank you very much, Nikos, for your answer. And say hi to your pupils. Mr. Supranational Haiti Abdis, your personal question. How do you maintain work-life balance?
When you're talking about work, it's something that you really want to do. This is work and this is balance. Man, you have to apply discipline, because on the road you're gonna find mistake and you're gonna find success. So to get success, you gotta move and know what you do, because in life the name of the game is consistency. If you don't have consistency, you're not gonna get anything done.
Yeah. Thanks for your answer, Abdis. Nathaniel, Mr. Supranational Indonesia, here's your personal question. Tell us how you have decided to combine one of your passions with work.
So I think this is very interesting question to discuss today, because I really believe there are three tiers in this word. First is pleasure, is something that you really like. Oh, okay, I really love to eat food, or I really love to watch movie. And the second tier is actually passion, which you're really passionate about in like a medium term. But above that is our purpose in life. So how to connect our passion with our purpose in life is actually kind of tricky. And for me, I found my passion is actually in sports. So I want to learn life in through sports. That's why my purpose is actually living a healthy life. And from that healthy life, I really believe that we can achieve more of our goals, our dreams in the future. So to connect that is actually by building ourselves first, to be content with ourselves first, because I really believe without a healthy body nobody can move or have a great action, great behavior, great attitude in this world. So that healthy body, mental health, healthy body is a foundation for us to achieving our further goals. So that's for me. Thank you, Ivan.
Great answer. Thanks, Nathaniel. Brandon, Mr. Supranational Philippines, your personal question. Tell us what it was like growing up in Guam.
Growing up in Guam, familial wise, was amazing. I had an amazing childhood. There's a lot of love to go around. There wasn't a lot of resources in the sense that, we are a small island. We're out of touch when it comes to the Western Hemisphere. And my family didn't have a lot of money either. So we're a working class, lower to mid family in the hierarchy of the economy. However, there, like I said, there was a lot of love to give. It was a very familial based island, so I'm very family oriented, and it was outdoors. So I got in touch with nature, which is very important, and that translates into who I am now as an adult.
Wow, yeah, interesting story. Thanks for sharing, Brandon. Thank you, guys. Let's be moving on. Let's make Mr. Supranational fans a little happier. Next up, we have questions submitted by them. Mr. Supranational Cote d'Ivoire Jr., here's your question from Mr. Supranational fans. What do you think is the best way to deal with issues of bullying?
Alors, la première attitude, je dirais, c'est de garder son calme. Voilà, parce que c'est pas intéressant déjà de s'emporter ou encore d'être stressé, c'est de garder son calme. Voilà, donc moi j'ai tendance à... Bon, je suis beaucoup social, donc du coup, je garde surtout mon calme, je manifeste l'amour et puis voilà.
So the best way to deal with the bullying is to keep calm, and because I'm a social guy, so the best way to keep calm, to don't have to stress about the guy who's in front of us, and we can deal with all the good vibes and the good way to talk with this person. Not You don't have to stress about it.
Okay, yeah, great answer, by the way. Mr. Supranational Greece, Nikos, your question from Mr. Superfans. With the rise of kids with cell phones, tell us your opinion of screen time for kids.
Σίγουρα ο ελεύθερος χρόνος στα παιδιά στο να παίζουν παιχνίδια όπως είναι οι πλατείες, σιγά σιγά, μέρα με τη μέρα χάνονται.
Nowadays, kids not play at playgrounds and squares like the years in the past.
Πρέπει όμως να ξέρουμε ότι η τεχνική νοημοσύνη και τα ηλεκτρικά μέσα είναι το μέλλον μας.
But we have to have in mind that artificial intelligence and electronics and technology, etc., are part of our life nowadays.
Τα παιδιά θα πρέπει από μικρή ηλικία να κάνουν χρήση ηλεκτρονικού υπολογιστή γιατί είναι το μέλλον μας.
Children must use cell phones and computers because this is the future.
Και μην ξεχνάμε πως τα παιδιά είναι το μέλλον μας.
And don't ever forget that children are the future.
Φυσικά, ο κάθε γονής ξέρει ποια είναι τα όρια του κάθε παιδιού που θα πρέπει να τα βάλει.
Of course, parents should have some limits to the kids because they can understand how much time they can spare at screens.
Okay, got you. Thank you very much, Nikos. Mr. Supranational Haiti Abdias, your turn to answer today's question from Mr. Supranational fans. What is a challenge you have faced as a male model?
Like I always say, the biggest challenge is the color. You know, the importance they give to white model, they don't give it to black models. You know, in Europe, like Paris, like England, they love black people. They love black people when you walk in your one way. But in United States, it's different. There is a difference. When they're gonna post the flyer, they're gonna have Miami Swim Week in this month, in May, in June. They're gonna have Miami Swim Week. You're not gonna find black pictures and flyers. You only gonna see people with white color. This is the biggest challenge we're fighting now, and that's why we try to helping people to believe in themselves, to know what they want and what they wanna do in life. If you wanna modeling, just go for it. If you wanna be a firefighter, go for it. If you wanna be a doctor, go for it. This is the biggest challenge we face now. The color,
I
black,
see.
white.
I see. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Mr. Supranational Indonesian Nathaniel, your question from Superfans community. This one was submitted by Ianzone and the rest of our fans who submitted your questions. They're really cool, and I really love this one. So you're liking Nathaniel. This one's really great. So, what is your idea of freedom?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question, Suprafen. So I think it's very diverse. Everybody have their own definition of freedom. But for me, how I mean my freedom is actually the ability for me to explore myself. Because, as a youth, we need to explore ourselves, what our interests are, and we need to find ourselves every day because life discovery is a lifetime uh, thing. It's not only like you need to discover yourself when you are young, but we need to discover ourselves every day because like the world are changing. We're in a dynamic world that everything has changed. So we need to have freedom to explore ourselves and freedom to express ourselves, freedom to move, freedom to express our feelings, express our hobbies with freely without any pressure. So I think that's the meaning of freedom for me. Thank you, Ivan, and thank you for your question, Supra fan.
And thank you for your answer, Nathaniel. Brilliant. Thanks. Brandon, Mr. Supranational Philippines. Now it's Candidate 29 who's asking you this question. And I would like to thank all superfans for your questions, guys. Thank you. So, how has being a pageant contestant influenced or impacted your life?
It's impacted my life in a sense that it made me think beyond myself. Before the pageant industry and immersing myself into this world, I never imagined myself to be a part of a pageant because I've always identified myself as a crass individual, maybe brash, and I could be very blunt at times. But what this platform and what this industry and this world has taught me was that I don't need to identify as one singular thing. There can be a various layers to myself. And it led me to lean into that and to consider what other people like and what other people can think of me. So it's just allowed me to get out of myself and be more selfless in that sense of the matter.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. It was great to see how you handled Mr. Supranational fans' questions. And last but not least, we have one general question for all of you. Just one and the same. Get ready. Go. Mr. Supranational Cote d'Ivoire Jr., your time to answer today's general question. If you could teach everyone in the world one concept, what concept would have the biggest positive impact on humanity?
Alors, mon concept allait être partager l'amour autour de soi. Pour moi, c'est le plus merveilleux des concepts. Voilà. Moi, par exemple, j'ai pas eu l'opportunité de pouvoir avoir l'amour qu'il fallait dès mon enfance et cela a eu un impact négatif sur ma vie. Et aujourd'hui, je souhaiterais partager cet amour-là à tout le monde, aux enfants particulièrement, parce que je tiens beaucoup aux enfants. L'idée, c'est partager l'amour autour de soi.
My main concept in this world, or my main global idea, is to share loves on this country, is to promote love as a social guy, because uh, I love people, so I love to make my friend, my family happy. So my main concept is to share more loves on this creation. So I think this is the best impact and best way to promote myself as a Mr. Supranational, to share laws around me. So that's my main concept.
Great answer and great idea and great concept. Thank you, Junior. Looking forward to meeting you in Poland soon. Nikos, Mr. Supranational agrees. Your time to answer this group's general question. If you could teach everyone in the world just one concept, what concept would have the biggest positive impact on humanity?
Θα ήθελα να διδάξω ένα σύνδεσμο με 3 λέξεις, η οποία θα ήταν αγάπη, ειρήνη και αδερφικότητα.
I would like to teach a bond of love, peace, and brotherhood.
Είναι 3 πράγματα που χρόνο με το χρόνο τα ξεχνάμε και χάνονται.
Sometimes forget, and maybe sometime we get lost.
Ακούγεται απλό, αλλά ξεκινάει να λιώνεται.
It's maybe simple, but difficult to achieve.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nikos. Especially, the last part that seemingly simple things are real hard to achieve. So therefore, we need to cherish them. Thank you very much. Abdias from Haiti, your turn to answer today's general question. If you could teach everyone in the world just one concept, one idea, what concept would have the biggest positive impact on humanity?
Like I always say, the best important thing in life is education. Education is the base of whatever you want to do in life. Like the education you find in your family, the education you find outside when you go outside with people, education you find in school, wherever you go, the base is education. Because you have to know the top of one mountain, it's the bottom of the next. So you gotta keep climbing. If you don't keep climbing, you're gonna move, but you're gonna one in place. You can one, but one in place. You can hold without move. So you gotta move. If you are in level one, you have to go on level two, because after level two you're gonna find level three. So you gotta move. So you gotta keep climbing. And the base of climbing is education. Whatever you wanna do in life is education. So just believe in education and keep pushing.
For sure. Thank you for sharing your ideas, and a pleasure to meet you on this. Welcome to the Super Family.
Thank you.
Mr. Supranational Indonesian Nathaniel, your time to answer today's general question. If you could teach everyone in the world one concept, what concept would have the biggest positive impact on humanity?
I believe there are a lot of concepts that we need to understand in this world, but actually, I can mention only one, is actually how to have that holistic health and live a healthy lifestyle. So, because without a health physic or healthy body, without a great mental clarity, without a uh, great financial literacy, we cannot be content with ourselves. Because if we can enjoy and be content with ourselves first, that then we can share it to others. We can create impact. We can create give a positive impact to others. And of course, we can teach everybody about humanity. So it starts from ourselves. We start from that baby, from that small step, and we try to achieve a bigger goals or bigger objective. I think that's all for me. Thank you, Ivan.
Thanks, Nathaniel. It was great meeting you, and we're looking forward to meeting you soon in Poland. Thank you very much for your answers.
Yes, can't wait to meet you in Poland, Ivan.
Brandon, Mr. Supranational Philippines, your time to answer today's general question. If you could teach everyone in the world one concept, what concept would have the biggest positive impact on humanity?
I'm going to preface this by saying I truly believe in starting with the individual. A lot of us, and maybe sometimes I get into this where we get caught up in changing the world and maybe a community. I like to think of changing ourselves before we start changing other people or the world, which we really can't do. And one of those things, which is really quantifiable and measurable, is our fitness, our holistic lifestyle, and our health and wellness. So if it's something that I want to teach people or impress people on, which I'm in the jurisdiction to do so because I lead this lifestyle, is clean up your diet, exercise, and be sure to consume things that align with who you are in an authentic manner. And that's not just food, that's also what you read in the media, that's also who you hang out with.
Yeah, very true and very wise. Thank you, Brandon. Looking forward to meeting you soon in Poland. Thank you guys for brilliant answers. Let's be winding up. It was Super Chat with Misters episode 3. Before we call it a day, let me just once again remind our audience that you guys can help your favorite candidate advance to the next round of Mr. Supranational 2024 experience. Check out the description box below this video. There's a voting link over there. Make sure you've installed our app to your device and voted for your favorite. That's it for now. See you in episode 4 of Super Chat with Misters. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.